I should probably mention I don't drink or use drugs. I lead a pretty vanilla life. So what I experienced last New Year's Eve wasn't some hazy blackout. It happened, and yet downright terrified me. I live just outside one of those tiny southern towns, the kind that feels cute by day, but by night, it gets weird fast. The roads are narrow, twisting through dense woods where streetlights don't reach. My friend Mason moved with his family to one of the nicest spots way out there, accessible only by those pitch-black gravel roads. Once a year, his parents host a New Year's Eve basha, big deal. Invited guests, fireworks, the works. This past December, the weather turned on us. It had been mild, but by the 29th, the temperature dropped hard. The night of the 31st was bitter cold enough to bite through layers. I drove out in my usual car. Headlights low. I hate bright lights blinding incoming drivers. But these roads, the trees sucked up every bit of light. I flicked my brights on. I needed them. No houses for miles except one old, rickety cabin on the left. Sometimes the windows would glow. Other times, it was dark as death. I've never seen anyone come or go. About 10 minutes in, on one of those straights, my headlights picked up something pale at the edge of the woods. A woman, white dress, no movement, just standing, unmoving, like she'd grown there. She wore something gauzy way too light for the weather. I slowed down. Sometimes people walk out to the road for a ride. Right. But she didn't wave or move. I passed her slowly, grateful she stayed out of the lane. Something made me glance back. In my mirror, in the red halo of my taillights, her head turned. She was watching me. That stillness. Yeah, creepy. I tried to shake it off as I got to Mason's. We rang in midnight, did the countdown, and the group slowly shivered out into the cold or hit the bonfire. I stuck around, helping clean up. When I left, I was one of the last. Back in the corrodedly fogged windows, my low-tire light blinked. Typical. With how cold it got, pressure always drops. I figured I'd make it home, but as I pulled away, something scraped. Metal on gravel growl, steadily getting louder. My brakes felt soft. I pulled off. I stopped, shut down the engine, and everything went black. The world turned silent. No lights, no signs of life. I clicked on my phone, flashlight. All four tires were shredded, cut like razor wire. No puncture markings. They did it all, to every tire. I felt a twist of dread. That silence got heavier. The wind died. Wildlife hush. Even the trees stopped creaking. Then from deep in the forest I heard a snap. Like a branch breaking underweight. Something was coming closer. I whispered into the darkness. Hello? No reply. My breath was trapped in my chest. Then, ... Soft. Calm. Too calm. I froze. Then, see me. That voice did not belong here. I clicked the light back on. There she stood about 20 feet back, half hidden in trees. Her dress wasn't just white, it was ruined, blood-stained, old and rotted. Her face, barely a face, jaws twisted skin, but behind that, horrid was a grin. My legs kicked in. I bolted back the way I came. Branches whipped past. Twigs cracked. She followed. I didn't stop, just ran. Finally reached Mason's yard. I burst in. Heart-pounding. Mason's mom threw open the door. They all rushed me in. I bursted out. She's on the road. She followed me. She's real. They listened in stunned silence. Before I could finish, Mason's dad called the local deputies, arranged a tow. I collapsed in their guest room. I was wrecked, but the night wasn't over. At exactly 3:07 a.m., the window shook. Light taps like someone trying to get in. My digital clock glowed at me. Heart pounding again. I dared to peek just in time to hear the same soft voice. She was there, outside the window, dropping small stones toward me. Soft taps, no glass shattered, just trying to get my attention. I slammed the curtains and dove under the blankets, shaking. The sound stopped only when dawn cracked the sky. Cops met me outside. They inspected the yard, smeared tire marks. One line led toward that old cabin by the back road. They searched and found bizarre traces. Ripped animal remains. No human seen. No arrests. Mason's neighbors mentioned someone in white. No one thought much. Long as it wasn't violent. But it was violent. And it was targeted. They never found her. I still go back to Mason's parties. This year I'm not taking my car. We're all carpooling. We take the indirect route, wider roads, bright lights, no more shortcuts. Don't cut through dark woods on a frozen night. You never know who or what might be standing at the edge, waiting.